your boy Anime Psycho here, back with another video. And I'm just gonna make part 3 to what if Naruto and Sasuke were twins. So let's get started. I believe we left off at the end of the Zabuza arc. We brought Haku back to the village. If I didn't say that in the last part, we actually did that. So he's now a Leaf Shinobi. And now he is, they gave him a little compound. They gave him like a small piece of the Senju compound because no one's actually living there. So, I forgot to have to deal with him. So I forgot to he could be an asset. So I forgot to let him stay, in the village. And he lets the twins, obviously he's not the twins' guardian, that's Itachi, but he lets the twins hang out with him. Until he becomes a ninja and he's able to go on real missions, the twins can hang out with him. So, what I'm thinking is, the twins, they go out and they go out for training because Kakashi said you have 2 weeks to train. To get your jutsu and top shape, get your physical shape up, and because you're gonna be at the Chunin exams. And he tells Hinata this a couple months before the Zabuza arc, because they were a ninja a couple months before the Zabuza arc. So he tells Hinata this a couple months before the Zabuza arc, and he shows her how to add chakra nature to her flowing palms jutsu, and she calls it, and he gives her the pale lightning and pale lightning storm, and she adds that to her jutsu and call it pale flow, pale palms, or pale palms flow, one of the other. So that's her new jutsu. Because she mastered pale palm, it's just a matter of putting your chakra nature into that, and she's actually a master of chakra control, just like the twins, because obviously since birth trained to have chakra control, because obviously the Hyuga clan is proud of being some of the strongest chakra controllers. So that's that. And with that being said, I do believe that sorry if you hear background noise or music and stuff like that. Some stuff is going on in my house. My sister's cleaning, So the Hyugas, they are proud of their chakra control. So obviously all the children will be learning chakra controls and how to put chakra nature. And she obviously knows Earth style because that's what the gentle palm technique is. It's an Earth style jutsu. So yeah, she knows the gentle palm technique. So that's that. With that being said, that doesn't change the fact that her jutsu, it isn't natural. Like it isn't the natural Hyuga jutsu. So it's next like, so you truly are dishonoring the clan, da da da. Because he heard that she made a new type of jutsu, and he's like, you're such a weakling. You might be the next head, but you're no Hyuga. And she says, Neji. And she starts crying, but then she realizes that she has Naruto and Sasuke there, to be better, to have better herself. So she actually is stronger. She's not stronger than Neji, but she's more cunning because she's been around 2 real cunning fighters for like her life, and she's trained with them her entire life, starting the gentle palm technique for about 5 years ago. So my flowing palm technique, but that's that. So back to this. So they're in the first part of the Chunin exams. So what was the first part? I forgot what the first part was. The first part was a test. Yes, it was the written test. And obviously Naruto is smarter, so I think he answers 2 of the questions correctly. And Sasuke answers 3, and Hinata answers them all because she had a higher intelligence of Sakura, and Sakura answered them all right, That's that. So we go to the next part, the Beast Force. Since they are stronger, they still do run into Orochimaru, but they already have both the scrolls. So they run into Orochimaru, Because I'm gonna tell you how they get about the scroll. Hinata reads the chakra within the scroll that they have, which was the heaven. So she reads it and she looks. She's out with the Byakugan. She looks at people that has that scroll and they just go in there, overpower them because they're one of the strongest teams at the time. So they just knock them out, take it, and then walk away. Sasuke recommend that they just take out more teams so there are less people in the finals. And they say we can do that later on in the exams. So they run into Orochimaru. Naruto has the same schmuck with going to the bathroom. It's the same password, you know. And then Orochimaru says the password as Naruto. And then Sasuke immediately starts fighting Naruto because Naruto, like, Sasuke, it's me. It's like, da da da. It's like, show me your Sharingan, Naruto. And he shows him, Orochimaru shows him the supposed Sharingan, but it's actually a one-Tomoe Sharingan, so Sasuke actually doesn't believe that it's his Sharingan. So they start fighting and this and that, and the Sharingan really doesn't help Orochimaru because it isn't his Keki Genkai, so it's just a transformation. Sorry for the background noise, obviously. With that being said, obviously this is my opinion, it's not really fact, it's nothing like that, it's just my opinion. Does Sasuke get the curse mark? No. Does Naruto get the curse mark? No. Does Hinata get the curse mark? Yes, because she doesn't know that the curse mark really doesn't affect you if you have Karama inside you. So she pushes Sasuke out of the way and gets the curse mark. Why did they give her the curse mark? Because she needs to be able to keep up with them. She's not Sakura. She's not going to be useless. And she passes out. And then they go to the fucking, not, oh crap. To the, what is it called? I didn't mean to curse there. It just came out. What is it called? The part where they're in the cave. Sorry, it was just something passing by my house. The part where they were in the cave. Naruto and Sasuke were passed out, but this time Naruto and Sasuke were awake. They weren't getting overpowered by them, but they decided not to use their full power just in case that Orochimaru guy came back. So with that, they started fighting together. Fighting the three, and then for some reason their Sharingan isn't helping them. It's like they can't read these guys' wild attacks. And then Hinata wakes up, and she's like, Naruto-kun, because she sees a kunai go right into Naruto's, like, he tries to stop it from going to his face, and he does with his hand, but she obviously thinks that it hit his face. So she's like, Naruto-kun, and then the curse mark, it just opens and expands all over her body, and she just goes, gentle palm, reimagine. And she just goes, like, she's mad and goes, pale palm, pale flowing palm technique. And then she just goes all out on the Dosu Rei, and I guess Rei Dosu. I don't know their names. The 3 sound ninja that attacked them at the cave. And they pretty much knocked them out right before Lee gets there. And they just cut off all their chakra points, but she electrified them, so they actually, and this time, they die. Because she was enraged, and Sasuke's power went over, the extent, and he could have possibly killed them, but he was a lot more strained than Hinata was. Hinata wasn't fighting, she wasn't really fighting Orochimaru, so, so she does that, she kills them, and then she realizes what she did, and she goes into a mental breakdown, and Naruto says, it's okay, ninjas die every day in the ninja world, and she's like, Naruto-kun? She's like, Hinata, I love you, and I'm like, I had to do it in this episode. There was no other way. They've been dating for 5 years. They haven't been dating for 5 years, but they've been best friends for like 5 years. Not including Sasuke because they're brothers. But anyways, back to what I was saying, That's them. You can't really deny that they they're in love. So da da da. Then they go to the tournament. No fights really change, because they don't really have to use their Sharingan in their first matches. They just quickly one tap the person. Because they're enhanced speed and ability, because they've been training all their lives, they just go behind him and one tap. And he knocked this fight with, who did he knock the fight? I'm just gonna say she fought a random character and she just one tapped as well. She went lightning palm and just one tapped him, badly injuring him, cutting off most of his chakra points because the reason the lightning flowing palm is so much more potent than the normal gentle fist is because when you do the lightning it spreads throughout the body, and it's like if the surge is strong enough, the lightning can cut off all your chakra points with like one tap. That's why that's her special jutsu. Like no one else in the Hyuga clan can have that jutsu unless she shows them how to do it, and not a lot of them are gonna be able to have because not a lot of them has lightning style as their natural affinity, or as an element as any time. But and I'm gonna clear something up here. Last episode, I kept saying that Itachi has all 4 chakra natures, but I'm saying all 4 as in all the 4 that his parents had. His parents had earth, water, I think fire, and wind. Yeah, wind. He doesn't have lightning, but that's that. Probably said he has lightning, but I'm just saying now for reference he does not have lightning. My sister is screaming like a fucking dummy, like a dummy, like a dummy, like a dummy, like a dummy. Let's say that. All right, Chunin. Bruh, stop! Get out! Hey, now I gotta freaking restart, bruh. Okay. I messed up a little bit. Alright, let me get back to it. So we're in the last couple matches of the Chunin. We're not in the last couple matches. The only matches are gonna change is Ino's and Sakura. Sakura has a little more genjutsu, so she just put Ino's under a genjutsu as she thinks that she won the fight, so she walks out of the ring. And so the Naruto and Kiba fight goes a lot faster. He doesn't even try. He just knocks out Kiba. He does that. Who did Sasuke fight first? That was the preliminary. Yeah, that was the preliminary matches. So in the normal matches, she seeing what Neji did to Hinata. He did the same thing except Hinata took him out and Hinata won. So he had a lot of anger built up and he had to fight someone who was some random guy from the Cloud Village. Some random dude from the Cloud Village with like a strong lightning jutsu. He just knocks him out. No, he goes into two-tail state and literally just breaks all his limbs and then knocks him out. And they don't really try to do that because they know Naruto can control the state. He gets out of the state. And then the Sasuke and Gaara's fight happen. And he just puts Gaara under a genjutsu, but Gaara breaks out because he falls asleep. And then Naruto jumps into the ring and Sasuke activates his tailed state. And Naruto activates his tailed state. And they just double team him. Because they realize that this is Jinchuriki and his Jinchuriki, he can't control it, so they just do that. They double team him, doing what they do, combo attacks and all that, to try to stop him. And so, yeah. And that's gonna be like what they do, and everything happens, except like they have a seal. Obviously have a seal on the Hokage. The third Hokage is there. The fifth Hokage is there as well. So They obviously attack the two Hokage, the two third and fifth Hokage, because they're both there together. Because obviously Nagato wants insight from the third Hokage, who he thinks to be great Chunin. So they're both there. And as soon as Orochimaru pulls up, he shows who he really is, shows his true character. They grab Hinata and because Hinata's down there fighting as well, and they just grab Hinata and they just teleport over there. They teleport into the little cube, unbreaking cube, and they take out the sound four, and then they fight. Then they start helping double team the Hokage because he does do the rebirth. So they each take a Shinju Hokage. The first Hokage, something Senju, and then the second Hokage, Tobirama Senju. Naruto obviously gets the first because both of these guys. I'm gonna tell you this. I probably haven't said it yet, but both of these guys are Senju, Uchiha, Uzumaki. So the twins are Senju, Uchiha, Uzumaki, which means they basically have an endless supply of chakra, and they can easily heal themselves. But and then when they realize, and they sense that these guys are Senju, so he's like, "Nani?" That's Tobirama's like, "In Uchiha, with Senju blood in their veins, you must die. You will die here, you abominations." And then then they see that the fourth Hokage, their father, is about to get reanimated, and his soul actually is able to get reanimated, but. And I'm gonna be bringing the fourth Hokage back. His soul can get reanimated, but Orochimaru isn't strong enough to overtake the fourth Hokage. So, with my sister's still in the background making all this noise. With this, they do what they do. They take out the first and second Hokage. They don't do it lightly. It takes like 30 minutes, and and the fourth Hokage obviously can't be controlled by Orochimaru, so Orochimaru tries to put him back, but he can't reverse it. And for some reason, his was permanent. So even when Orochimaru, spoilers, he doesn't die, but when that body gets destroyed, he doesn't revert back into death. He's still alive because Orochimaru used the actual human sacrifice, a human sacrificial body, to save Minato. So, a human body, Minato tries to reverse this, but then he realizes that if he comes back, he's going to be the Hokage again. He's going to become the clan leader again. He'll be able to be with his kids again. And he does that, and so, yeah, that's the end of the Chunin exam. Obviously, Orochimaru's entire body gets destroyed, but he's still alive. The twins obviously get stronger, and they actually are taller. They're They're around the height they were in Shippuden. And I'm going to say they're around Shino's height. I'm going to say they're around Shino's height. They're going to be around Shino's height. So they're around Shino's height, They're around Shino's height because they're more malnourished, so they get taller easier. Hinata's around Sakura's height. She's around Sakura's height, so she's taller as well because they train more. And that's good. And that's gonna be the Chunin arc. All the people that became Chunin, obviously Shikamaru, Tamari, Gaara, Neji. The twins were already gonna be, they're already Jonin level. They're low level Jonin level, so they're gonna be high level Chunin. Able to go into some Jonin, but they're gonna have their own Chunin squad. It's gonna be those two, Neji and Hinata. Hinata's also a Chunin, if I haven't said that yet. Sakura, don't become Chunin because the village doesn't think that they're good enough because they're still so fangirly. So yeah, that's that. And what else? Who else? Rock Lee. Basically all the rookie 9 except Sakura and Ino. But Ino becomes, a Chunin later that year in the next Chunin exam. Out of the village, Sakura decides to, train about another year and a half. And then become a Chunin. that's how she becomes a Chunin. Everyone in the end obviously becomes a Chunin. Minato retakes his place as fourth Hokage. I know a lot has happened in this, but I'm not wrapping up the series here. I might go into Shippuden, but yeah. And then later that night, the Sound Four try to come and take Sasuke, but he just takes him out. He kills all of them. With Pale Lightning Storm, he just goes through all their heart before they can even try something. Then he just walks back to the village, and that's that. Then they go on their first mission. And that's where we're going to be leaving this off. They go on their first mission. That's where we're going to be leaving this part off. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.